A storm system moving into the Gulf of Mexico is expected to strengthen into a tropical storm or even a hurricane and make landfall by Tuesday. Hi, everybody. I'm meteorologist Chris Justice, keeping you posted along the way. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a place for severe weather alerts, whether it be tropical activity, severe weather like tornadoes, or even wintry activity. I'll keep you posted along the way. In this case, it's a tropical wave moving out of the Caribbean Sea and moving north into the Gulf of Mexico. And it's getting its act together, getting better organized. The good news with this, it's moving at a fast pace for tropical season. It's going to pick up speed. An approaching cold front is going to cause this to move fast, and that's a good thing. Because if this storm system were to look around and realize the extremely warm waters that it's in the Gulf of Mexico, it could rapidly intensify. If this system slows down compared to what the computer models are realizing, we could have a stronger system on our hands. Right now, the track of whatever this becomes shows it moving through the Big Bend region of Florida, then quickly moving towards South Georgia on Wednesday, into the Carolinas Wednesday evening, and then back out to sea very quickly. A new suite. This is a full suite, our first one that we've had in this. We'll get many more. There are going to be shifts. You should count on that. But we're going to be dialed into not only those, but also our three main reliable computer models, the GFS, the Canadian, and the European. I have 2 out of the 3 processed right here. In this case, the Canadian is more toward the I-95 corridor. The GFS America model takes it right up I-85 through Atlanta into Greenville, South Carolina. In that track, more rain and wind would be present for the Western Carolinas, but the more eastern track would mean just breezy conditions. More of the heavy rain would be in Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Savannah, Georgia. All right, so here's the latest European model. It shows it getting close to Fort Myers. Fort Myers, of course, does not want to see anything like this anywhere near them, around them, way too soon after last year's devastation. This looks to move quickly toward the north, and it's a good thing because it looks like it's trying to strengthen on approach. It's starting to realize the volatile water that it's in and tries to strengthen here. That's why I say the faster this moves, the better. Not only that, but it also limits the ability for it to pile up water inland. Inland flooding, inland rain is such a dangerous part, if not the most dangerous part of a tropical system. It causes flooding, and in this case, because it's moving fast, it doesn't really have a chance to pile up a lot of rain. Certainly flooding will be present with this, but here you are, South Georgia, 4 p.m. Wednesday, Charleston, 4 a.m. Thursday, moving quickly toward the north, that cold front ushering it on its way, and good riddance, goodbye. All right, so rainfall totals look like this. Of course, the eastern track of the storm would have the most heavy rainfall. It looks to move right up the I-95 corridor with this current solution of the European model. I've been showing you this since June, folks. This is the heat energy. It's like storm fuel. The more you have, the more the system can intensify. And in this case, thank goodness it's getting out of the Caribbean and moving into the Gulf, because this is bad news right here, but it's not great news in the Gulf. It's certainly got plenty of fuel to work with. And in this case, if the system were to slow down, realize what an environment it's in, it would rapidly intensify to possibly a stronger hurricane. In this case, because it's moving more quickly, attached to that cold front, picked up by it, it's going to be getting its move on and basically not have a chance to really strengthen that much. Let me show you what that looks like on the winds. There's Franklin, by the way, thankfully moving away because of that cold front. This will likely be a strong Cat 2, while this is likely a tropical depression or a tropical storm. As it gets closer, it looks like it strengthens to a high-end tropical storm, maybe even a Category 1 hurricane with winds around 75 to 80 miles per hour. Okay, we'd watch that closely. Now, this would move quickly up towards South Georgia with some rain, kind of loses its balance a little bit, but then by the time it gets back out over open water here, Thursday morning, it's getting its sea legs again, and look at that. It likely begins to intensify because it's over the Gulf Stream. Very warm waters there in the Atlantic as it's pulling away from the United States and should not be a threat to us beyond, say, Thursday. Going into the holiday weekend, things are looking much, much better for Labor Day weekend. So looking ahead, here's what I'll be mapping out, and my commitment to you is to keep you posted along the way. A Gulf storm is likely. Whether it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, something's forming. Something's moving north, too. We need to watch it closely. If it goes a little slow, it's going to be a stronger storm. The timing would be Tuesday for Florida, Wednesday for Georgia into South Carolina. We will be watching this for you around the clock, and of course, if this changes, I'll let you know. This is the place for that. If you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are following me from right now, YouTube's the place to go as well. If you will give me a subscribe, I will keep you posted. That's my commitment to you, is to give you a no hype forecast. I'll shoot you straight. When it's time to be concerned, I'll tell you it's time to be concerned and let you know updates often. I'm very transparent in my forecasting too, so if you like that, if you like getting it honest, I'm not going to hide things from you just because I'm unsure of it. I'll tell you I'm unsure of something if I am. And in this case, we don't know the exact track, but we know something is moving north, and we know the potential is there for this to be a hurricane. Thank you for tuning in, folks. It really honestly means the world to me. Again, my commitment to you is to keep you and your family informed so you can make decisions to keep you and your family safe when it comes to severe weather. Have a good night, everybody. Stay tuned.